The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is a reality series following a group of young women in Utah who are part of the Mormon religion. These women, who are mostly in their 20s and 30-somethings, they gain this popularity by doing these dances on TikTok, and they're, by very standard definitions of beauty, attractive. But what led them to get this show getting created was a juicy scandal. Anyway, not to be dramatic, but the chokehold that this show has on me, it's like unlike anything I've ever expected. Okay, it is messy. It's uniquely aesthetic in a kind of sanitary way. And it's just surprise after surprise of the interesting dynamics of the Mormon religion. I felt very guilty for how much attention that this show just happened to consume. And following a brief moment of post-binge clarity, I asked myself, why? But then you start to peel back the layers, and there are many layers to this. It starts to make sense. Before, they had this very kind of polished, picture-perfect looking image, and that was quickly derailed. And it made audiences go, just what exactly is happening in Utah? To which this show became a response where the ladies of Mom Talk said, have a seat, get comfortable. We got a lot to say about it. So the show is kind of presented as a way to share the real look into the lives of these women, because after the scandal, people were naturally curious. And in a way, you get the idea that this show creates a platform for these women to reclaim their power and tell their own narrative in their own way. So turns out the fascination with the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives isn't just voyeuristic gossip about messy moms that do trendy dances on the internet. Oh no. It seems to have struck a nerve because it illuminates a really fascinating study in power and complex relationships that we have with our value systems and the expectations that follow. And that's just the start of it. So strangely enough, it's also somewhat a mirror where we as the audience, we empathize with these women because maybe we see fragments of our own personalities or decisions within them. How many of you can relate if you've ever seen it before? So am I justifying this borderline unhealthy fixation around this TV show by trying to find deeper meanings and themes? Absolutely. But this is what we do on Jeans with a Blazer. We go deeper. We challenge the general perspectives and we form our own. And if the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives teaches us anything, it's this. We don't need to blow up our lives to reclaim our power. We don't need to call obedience strength. We don't need to dress up control as care. What these women are doing, messy, public, and as uncomfortable as it can be to see on screen, is they're writing their own narratives. They are stepping outside of the script that they were handed, even if they were still shaky on the lines of a new one.